Today I got 2 of them. It just shows persistence. Persistency is key. They were both lead weights. One of the guys was from back in mid last month. He let me know that just as of right now they were under contract. He had too much on the plate, too many open tickets and projects out, so he couldn't sit down and just reevaluate. Called him today. He said, "Yep, call me at a better time. Let's find some time the first week of April, sit down and talk." So that was for my guy down over in Lubbock, Texas. There are about 150 users, handful of servers on-prem, handful cloud-based, and then I got another one for my guy down in San Antonio, where I've been talking to him since February of 2021. And then finally, it's just he had too many open projects, too much stuff to do. He has some specific migrations that he needs done before middle of this year, and he also wants to look into cybersecurity as a service and compliance as a service. So they also have about 150 users-ish. So I think both of these are going to be very good ones. They know me from prior talking, and both of those meetings are scheduled for the first week of April.
I got one for my client down in Jacksonville earlier today, and it's about 800 users, CIO, and really didn't dig into too much pain. He seemed curious to learn about local vendors, and just given some of the research that I had done ahead of time, I think he had stepped into the role a few months ago, so there might be why he's curious, but that'll be up to my client to find out. So it could be a really good one, or it could just be an introduction. I really don't know yet.
So I set another appointment today for my SEO client that handles law attorneys. And so they needed web design and SEO work. Their website was about from 2019. So they were excited to learn what we can do to help them bring in more clients and improve their website. So we're excited. We're meeting with them next week.
I got one for one of my clients in Wisconsin. It's with a school district. He's a lead administrator. He wants to get his IT director on it. There are about 150 users, several locations. It's kind of a good time now going towards the summer to be able to plan for something like that. So it should be a good one. We'll see where it goes.
So I was calling for my client in Toronto this morning, and I got a hold of this company. I've been trying to get a hold of him again. He had me send over an email to him a little while back. Finally got him back on the phone, and he was ready to set up a meeting with my owner. So I set that up for next week. They have 10 users, 1 server, and 1 location. Should be a pretty good one.
Yeah, so got another one for my client in Omaha, Nebraska today. It's a tire service place. Gave them a call. They're having it looks like some pretty significant damage up on the roof. About 22,000, a little over 22,000 square feet. So said he had a guy out there to do a bid and it never went through. So I'm going to send my guys out there and see if we can help them out. So should be a pretty good one.
I was calling for my client in Wichita, and I got a hold of this surgical consultant company, and he had me email him some information over. He reached back out wanting to set something up for the future. They're going to start going over that soon. They have 50 users, 1 location, and 1 server. Should be a pretty good one.
Yeah, so I got a couple appointments today. One being this morning with my client up in Cincinnati with like a graphic printing company. They're currently using an IT provider to manage their 20 users or so. But once I got into the conversation, he did tell me they're currently shopping around for some help desk options and some solutions with their cloud storage. So I'm not sure if that's something that maybe their other company's slacking on, or maybe they're just trying to do it independently, or maybe they just don't take care of it all. But yeah, we're gonna go in there and meet with them next week, give them a proposal to take care of that, and hopefully we have the solution that they're looking for. My other appointment came from a few minutes ago with my client up in Nebraska. It was with Public Power District up there. They currently handle it all internally, but have about 100 employees, 75 of those having devices across 5 locations. So, it's only a matter of time before they need some, help around their IT environment. Especially, I thought it made sense because mergers is currently trying to go through with another public power district that we talked to a couple months back. So either way, if the merger happens, we at least have at least gotten the ears of both those people, and maybe have an opportunity to work with them in the future.
Talked to a roofer late last week, and then followed up with him today, and he said he was checking out who was available, just asking some questions about some of the reps, so I think he's right there. So excited for that to come through, and then also have another one that I've been talking to since last week. That's just trying to identify which rep would be best for them. So that's pretty cool. They got 2 in the hook. And then the other thing, I had Devin today, chat with him for an internship. He seemed really excited to be a part of what we got going here. So that was pretty cool to chat with him. And then it was actually Gabe's high school buddy. So yeah.
High school friend. Gabe, where did you go to high school?
Good question.
All right. Good answer. I just realized I never asked him that.
He didn't go to high school. He went straight to college.
I bet he did. Solar stuff. We had our first ever kickoff call with our first ever solar partner yesterday. He was in. He's showing me a lot of cool stuff. He's got software to where if you plug in, kind of like what I showed you guys, but he's got one built out specifically for him and his company. It's got all his branding on it. It's super slick. So you guys should be able to quote over the phone. And then I had my second pitch with a guy who I thought was going to buy Boston, and he verbally committed to buying everything in Massachusetts except for Boston. So that was a really good one. He said he should be ready to go May 1.
Great pitch. There's a guy that, Andrew, who's not here, he set up a meeting with a guy that we had pitched back in like 2021. And the guy was like, yeah, no, I wanted to get on this call again because I just, one, want to see if anything's changed, but number 2, we're looking to do something, and we're looking at other companies, and just shared with them, we have Zoom info now. That's about the biggest change, but everything else is really the same. He loved that. He had a meeting at 2:30 Eastern today, so he's going to be talking with his partner, but he goes, if we're going to do this, we want to get signed up this week and have onboarding for someone to start calling in April. If we could get another IT guy there,